Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Friday, February the 28th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. If you have any questions for me, you can use this email address, and this is a link to get into our free room. It is 100% free. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. The room is open Monday to Friday from 9 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and that's I share my screen and I'm live on the mic. And in the email you're getting, you will see a promo code for 15% off the first month only, or the entire year of a Trade Ideas subscription. Well, this is the end of the wildest week we've had since, I guess, 2008, 2009. Those of you who were trading in those days, those 2 years, you know what I'm talking about. Excuse me. With intraday swings of 2, 3, 4, 6,000 points. And today was no different. I mean, we have been down over 1,000 points in the Dow, and back up to down only 200 points. Now we're down 500 points, and who knows where this is going to all end. But I will say this, everybody was, so enamored with the virus stocks. Let's just take a look at a couple of them here. This one I have to cry a little bit of my soup, as I say. This one I was so proud of myself yesterday. Trading it right here. It was right around here when I traded it, I think. Anyway, I got in at I think it was 658, and I sold at 752. And then when it dropped down to 5, I thought, great, and what a great trade. And then, of course, at the end of the day, it started to do this and this and this, all the way up to 18. It cannot go up any further than that, can it? So here it is in the pre-market, all the way up to 37. Market opens, it even gets up to 45. Ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's so many of them like that. I think the APT was another one that did the same kind of thing. I mean, just absolutely ridiculous. So, you're going to trade these. You cannot for a second step away from your computer. But anyway, let's take a look at what I actually did do today. And, again, very few trades for me, being tugged in a lot of directions right now. This was my most successful trade. And, it's very choppy right now. But Trill came from my watch list. There it was at 444, okay? And I ended up taking this trade. It wasn't down here. I mean, it popped up and came back down, and I kept saying in the room, guys, you know what? I want to see it it was holding 5 very well, and I wanted to see it just move off 5. And so eventually it did, and I had an alert, I think, right at 5:15 or 5:17. I ended up taking that trade at 5:19, and look what it did on that candle, 5:19 all the way up to 5:88. I sold some at 5:80, and then on the way down at 5:60, and then my last little bit at 5:53. Another one, though. You just can't, look how crazy it is. You cannot walk away from it. Now, this one, something to do with GILD, maybe being interested in them. This actually got halted right here, or right around here. And the company coming out and basically saying, we have no idea why our stock is doing what it's doing. But all I'm saying is that, some of these are very, very fast, quick trades. But, I kept saying in the room, watch for that break. And boy, when it broke, it broke. And one of the reasons I did get out of it, most of it at that 580 mark, if you take a look at it on hopefully the weekly shows, maybe the monthly will show it better. Yeah, so you see right there, look at all that resistance right about there. Look where it got to. So there's a lot of resistance on that monthly chart right around $6. So you'll see me do that all the time. You'll see me that if a stock is moving higher and higher, and it gets close to a whole number, and especially when I see something like this, I will always take some off. And in this case, I decided to take most off because I was just concerned that it would really struggle to get through that. Now, listen, it could have popped through that, and it could have kept going all the way up to 11. But, that's just the way I trade. Very happy to take a trade at 519 and get out most at 580 in, probably less than a minute. Work that out as a rate of return over the course of a year. So anyway, I mean, I can't say it's going to happen all the time like that for me, but certainly, that was the plan, and kept telling everybody, and just all I had to do was just create a price alert, and when it happened, I took the trade. Now, I actually tried to trade this one a couple of times, Sabre, on a short, and oops, let me get into a 15-minute chart. Yeah, I tried to take this one. At this point, this is an all-time low, and of course, I think this has something to do with the reservation systems that a lot of the airlines use. Had earnings a couple of days ago, not good, and it just didn't work out. I mean, I traded it. I think I got in at 13.90 something the first time on a short, covered it for a nickel loss, got back in it. This is where I got in it the first time. It popped up, and then I got back in it here. But when this happened, this candle happened, I got out flat. So it just didn't quite work out for me. An amazing day for my watch list. The same thing happened with the watch list that happened yesterday for a lot of these. They bounced. There's 1242, 1309, Schlumberger, 2566, 27. And today I did not do any auto trading in my watch list. I think it's prudent when the market is going to, move around 200-300 points just like that. You're going to be whipped in out of trades. So this was another day to watch this one for bounces. And 2204, 2267. I mean, I could go on and on. 2502. All the way up to 2703. There's $2. So anyway, I will really watch that watch list for bounce plays on the shorts, like the short side. Watch for bounce plays if the market is going to continue to be like this. Who knows what's going to happen Monday morning? It's hard to believe we'll have the same volatility, but you just never know. Maybe the weekend there'll be a pause. But right now, I mean, the market is just really, really skittish. So anyway, that's it for an incredible trading week. Haven't seen, if you guys lived through, again, I know I said this at the beginning of the video, 2008, 2009, you know that most days were like this. They're up and down, mainly down, of course, day to day to day to day. But you'd always have those swings where you'd have, a moment where the market would just start to move. And so, yeah, the market's still down 400, but it's coming from down 800. So it's up 400. So anyway, makes it pretty interesting to try to trade. I don't mind. The only problem is that, let's elongate this a little bit. Let's see if I can. See, the only problem is, yes, the trend is kind of up, but this choppiness right through here. What I'd like to see, of course, is that, like yesterday happened, probably for 2 hours, that the market was moving up for most of the time. I think in one of the there was a little pullback, but not a pullback like that. It just makes it very difficult to trade, in my opinion. But anyway, we took advantage of the trill, and quite frankly, that's all I really needed to do today. So let me bring back the capture program. Well, listen, have a rest this weekend. Again, we have no idea what next week is going to produce for us, but hard to believe it'll be the same, but you never know. So have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll open the room on Monday. And by the way, we do have our YouTube is now streaming live also, and it's way better than the last time. There's no buffering, and it's almost completely live. I was checking it this morning, and when I was clicking on a symbol, I was watching it in the trading room, and it was basically virtually the same on the YouTube feed. So now the YouTube feed, we don't have a chat going, and there's it's a little you can't interact with other traders. So I would encourage you, if you can, to keep coming into the trading room. But now you do have an alternative. You can actually listen to me if that's all you want to do on the YouTube feed. All right, and I'll post that link actually in the email that you guys are going to get. All right, everybody, so have a great weekend, and we'll see you in the trading room on Monday. Bye-bye.